Good afternoon, and thank you all so much for coming. My name's Dave Mowiney, and this is Lenore Blum, and together we're co-founders and directors of the Carnegie Mellon Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. And to kick off today, we'd like to invite Bob Evans, who's the Chief Communications Officer of Oracle, to come on stage. Bob is a dear friend of mine who actually lives in Pittsburgh and commutes back and forth to the Bay Area. Bob has a long history of being one of the leading voices in the information technology community. For many years, he was the editor-in-chief of Information Week magazine, spent some time with SAP before seeing the light and coming to the great son of Oracle. So without further ado, let's welcome Bob Evans.
Thank you, Lenore. Thank you, Dave. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We're really delighted at Oracle to have a chance to participate in this fantastic event that brings together beautiful ideas, elegant ideas, world-changing ideas, the people who do that, the venture capitalists, CMU alumni, and so forth. There's a very kind introduction by Dave. I did grow up in Pittsburgh. I went to Pitt. I could look up the hill and aspire to be a CMU person, but not everybody's so lucky. But it was great. We're really thrilled to have a chance to host for the second year in a row the LaunchCMU event. And I think there's a great and deep connection, over the years between Oracle and CMU. Probably about 500 CMU graduates working at Oracle now, many in very high-level executive positions there. I think the company's shared commitment to disruptive innovation, world-changing ideas, really world-class engineering are things that are going to carry us well into the future. Last year, I believe Edward Screven, our Executive Vice President, Chief Architect, was able to talk with the group here today. And I think that, on and on through some of the things that Oracle's doing, both in the areas here you're describing with education and so on, connect deeply to the things that, so many of these great young companies with their wonderful ideas are showcasing. The Alice project, the Java learning program, Oracle's been a big supporter of that, and, thinking of the CMU video that was shown before, highlighting, among other things, Randy Pausch, and, his discovery there at the Alice project. And we recently worked with 4 different universities in the Middle East to translate that program, the Alice project, into Arabic to help spread this idea of Java learning throughout the world. Another thing where Oracle, I just wanted to share our commitment to education and why we think what you're doing here today is so important, why you can count on us to be partners with you in the future. So the Oracle Education Foundation, where we match up our employees with high school students who are interested in STEM education and STEM topics and curriculum. I think on our website we talk about this is the point, the Educational Foundation attempts to be at the intersection of where project-based learning and design thinking come together to light a fire in young people. And so much of what CMU has brought to this, and Dave and Lenore and the work that they're doing, and other people, at CMU, not just in Pittsburgh, not just here in Silicon Valley, but around the world. And I really think this notion of connecting education, young people, innovation with big companies, with investors, with the angels, and people who are out not just to look at the world the way it is, but the way it could be. I also just wanted to touch on for a minute here a little bit about, from that CMU video that was shown earlier, and as they showed some of the films there with Randy Pausch, the quote came up. It said, it's not about trying to achieve your dreams, it's about how you live your life. So there's something very real, I think, that CMU embodies with that, right? And of course, achieving your dreams are wonderful, but dreams can't be achieved if we lead a life that isn't sort of purpose-driven. And I think that's so much what had been talked about here today, and to see some of these exciting young companies, it really, animates this sense of, where the world's headed, where it's going. This power of education goes along with that. And for us, I know with this Oracle Education Foundation we have, the commitment comes from the top. Our CEO, Safra Katz, is on the board of the Oracle Education Foundation, and it's something that's very dear to her. I wanted to close here just by sharing with you a few thoughts from a pretty unique commencement address. It was given by Larry Ellison at Carnegie Mellon in 1994. And Larry opened up his remarks by saying, sort of apologizing, half apologizing to the CMU community and saying, you know, I attended a rival institution, the University of Chicago. And Larry said, I failed to graduate from there. And the president of CMU at the time, Ken Morabian, said, Larry, that's okay. Andrew Carnegie didn't graduate either. So you're in good company. You're in safe hands. But if I just share a couple excerpts from this, because I think this is 21 years ago. And a big theme in what Larry talked about then to the graduates from the 1994 class was, don't just go out and try to manage problems. He said, fix the problems, change the problems. Be less interested in care and more interested in cure, especially in the fields of education and medicine. So if I could just share with you a couple of his thoughts. He said, as you know, Oracle is based in California, Silicon Valley, so I'm especially delighted to be in Pittsburgh today. That's because a century ago, Pittsburgh was America's Silicon Valley. It was the place where new technology, new inventions, new ideas, new firms, and new money gathered to build America's modern physical infrastructure. These new firms used Andrew Carnegie's steel, Alcoa's aluminum, Gulf's oil, George Westinghouse's power, and much of that wave was financed by Andrew Carnegie's famous venture capital firm. Pittsburgh became, after New York, America's leading corporate center, and these inventions and those firms shaped the nation, built its wealth, and helped to create the 20th century that we know today. And just please bear in mind, this is from 1994. And Larry said, today, America is building a new infrastructure, an information infrastructure that will shape the next century every bit as dramatically as the products of Pittsburgh shaped the last. Instead of railroads of steel, we're building ultra-fast information highways. Instead of physical warehouses, we're building vast data warehouses that can store all the knowledge on Earth. And he said, within a decade or so, it'll be the mid-2000s, he said, anyone will be able to view anything from anywhere at any time. And I wonder if some of the students at that time thought, this guy's done a lot, but he's a little mixed up with this prediction. Larry said, text, numbers, audio, and high-res video will all be integrated on your screen. Video telephony will be universal. Despite some recent talk about info hype, this world is real. Make no mistake about it, the impact of these innovations will be no less than that of Westinghouse's electric power on demand. They will so profoundly change our world that, 20 years from now, scarcely anyone will be able to remember what life was like without them. And then Larry exhorted the 1994 CMU graduates to tackle a problem no less than stemming and reversing what he called the decline in our nation's intellectual capital. He said, in education, the information superhighway offers us the possibility of providing a 21st century version of Carnegie's libraries. All knowledge, all lectures, all books, all research, all teachers available to everyone, everywhere, all the time. He said, we can't afford to build enough prisons to care for the results of ignorance. Even building enough conventional classrooms and hiring sufficient number of teachers may not be enough. But with electronic teaching tools that combine the power of a supercomputer with the compelling video qualities of a major motion picture, we have a chance to alter history and end the intellectual decline of our nation. And here's his concluding remark from that commencement address 21 years ago on May 15th, 1994. Larry said, it seems that every generation during their young adulthood collectively chooses a cause in a sincere effort to improve the human condition. The generation immediately before mine crusaded for civil rights. My generation was passionate about protecting the environment. Your generation is the first that is technologically empowered to pursue cures in both medicine and education. Graduates, this challenge belongs to you. For this challenge, you are prepared and better equipped than any previous generation. We depend on your intelligence, your industry, your integrity, not to manage problems, but to cure problems. I envy you. So I just want to say, with that in mind, I hope that speaks a little bit about to the shared commitment that Oracle and CMU have had in the past, what we certainly hope to carry on into the future with you. And again, I want to thank CMU, thank Dave, thank Lenore, for this. Please enjoy the sessions, the demos, the poster sessions, the networking innovation, everything like that. Thank you so much for being here today and give me a chance to share a couple thoughts with you and enjoy the event. Thank you.